Very exciting news.
Yeah.
Back at it with my painting.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Thank you. I realized that me just freestyling on canvas doesn't really excite me anymore.
Oh, you're in a new period?
Yeah, so now I've gone back to kind of my childhood hobby, which is painting ceramics.
Is this from yesterday?
No.
This is from another time?
Yeah,
but
one
you
I
went
did
yesterday as well.
Yesterday
okay,
too.
cool. How often are you going to Color Me Mine? Just curious.
It's looking like maybe once a week.
I don't mind a Color Me Mine.
No, I'd love to go again if you want to go maybe Tuesday. This week, I thought I would ask a question of you.
Oh, okay. What do you mean?
I have a question, and I would like your thoughts and answers. And perhaps a step-by-step guide. How do you date?
Oh, I mean, you probably just you meet someone somewhere, and then you have sexual tension with them.
Okay.
Or they've been your friend for a really long time.
See, already it's complicated. It's very confusing.
Why?
All of it. Just how do you do it?
Probably
what are the steps?
It's best if you care so little
That's
about
when
the outcome.
That's when or the person.
Because if it's just casual, you don't owe anyone anything.
But what is casual?
You haven't you're not hanging out. You haven't either you're hanging out and you've just made out, or you're hanging out, but or you are having sex, but it's not you're not hanging out. That's what it is. You're hanging out and you've just made out, or you're only having sex and not going anywhere. Casual.
Got it. That's good.
Yeah.
And what's a medium level relationship?
That you hang out, you go on dates and then maybe there's maybe there's hand stuff.
If I had to objectively, I think I'm not great at it.
Well, you want things to be defined.
Yeah.
And if they're not defined, you don't know what's going on.
Right. I have a really hard time with the gray area.
Yes. And I there's partially I like when it's not defined because then you don't have to commit to anything. We had been hooking up for 3 weeks and then I was like, it's so cool that you're my girlfriend. And she was like, okay.
Why do things just work out for you?
Cause I kind of act like I don't care, but then I do care.
If you were to explain to an alien what dating is, what would you say?
You meet someone that you like, and then you hang out with them all the time and get food together and watch movies and have sex. And
but that's a relationship. Oh. I'm talking about dating.
Oh, then you meet someone and then you go. Truthfully, I don't know that I've ever been on a date. Really, when have I been on a date that wasn't oh, we're already together and we're going out bowling? When have I just been I'm gonna go meet someone and sit and have coffee and see if we're compatible?
I keep doing it. It's weird.
I don't think I've ever done it.
Really?
Who's one person I've been on a date with? I went on a date with Shannon. That was a date.
Yeah.
We went to get beers and we didn't know what it was or what was happening.
How did you feel about that? Was it fun?
I kept being what is this?
Yeah.
And is it a date? I did my trick, which is I go, oh, let me drive you to your car. And then I drive them to where their car is parked. And then they're already in my car. And then I go, well, good night. And then it's we make out.
Okay, now I've changed my question.
What?
My question is now, what are your moves?
Okay. One move is to go, hey, let me drive you to your car.
Don't you find a car kiss to be kind of uncomfortable?
No, I've done a lot of hooking up in cars. Even though I have a home. Why is that?
I don't know.
I can name 4 people off the top of my head that I've hooked up with in a car.
A full hookup, not just a makeout?
3 makeouts, 1 hookup.
Oh, that's nothing.
The one person that I hooked up with in the car that was full hookup, I think I just didn't like them enough to bring them in my house. What am I doing? I'm having a different experience.
What are your other moves?
They're not great moves. My other move is if it's awkward and we're just sitting in my apartment talking or whatever, I go, hey, come here.
Ew!
That's a gross one.
That's so gross. You use your finger?
No, I don't go like that. I'll just go, if it's a lull in conversation where it's somebody's supposed to make a move but nothing's going on, I'll just go, come here.
And then it works?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are my other moves? Sometimes one move that I used to do is if I was texting with someone flirty, I would say, what's your astrological sign? And then they would tell me, and then I would look up our compatibility, and then I would send it to them.
My one move that I have is like if I want to hang out with someone in private, I'll go, do you want to meet my dog?
That's such a good one.
Yeah. It's like I'm not like promising anything, and
Yeah.
it's not like too forward, but it's like we can like be alone.
Yeah.
And
that's
they
a great
also
move.
get to meet Sugar.
And that's a bonus.
Oh, another thing that I'll do sometimes is if I know I'm going to meet somebody I like or that they'll be somewhere, I'll Uber there so that they then have to give me a ride home.
So it's compatible with my move, which is let me drive you to where you're going.
We should be dating.
I know. Except you think come here is gross, so.
I don't love a come here.
Really? How do you break the ice of like we should start making out?
I don't know. It's awful. It's a terrible feeling.
You gotta use come here.
I know that in movies, like the lead up to the first kiss is like supposed to be so exciting.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Oh, well that's why you gotta use come here.
I think it's the worst.
Yeah.
And it makes me so nervous and uncomfortable. Does it? It doesn't make you nervous and uncomfortable?
No, I like it. I'm like, what's gonna happen?
Ugh. That's me not being able to sit in the discomfort.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been going on walks and telling myself I have to learn to sit in my discomfort.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
And this could reveal a lot about me, but here we go.
Okay.
When you kiss someone and it's not compatible.
Never done it.
Okay, listen. When you kiss someone and it's not compatible,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh no, like our scents don't match. Do you know what I'm talking about?
To
Like,
me, it's
what
not
is- what is-
compatible not because of smell, but more like the actual kiss.
Oh, like does it do you feel like what does it smell like?
Well, this is interesting, and I'll talk to you about this. So
Okay.
I've had recurring dreams, not lately, but growing up, I would have these dreams where the entire dream is me like some sort of like romantic thing with this person, and like maybe we're on an adventure or something's happening, and finally at the end we'll kiss, and then in my mouth I taste a sour taste.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So like, okay. But if you do kiss someone and you like realize in the kiss like, oh, this is not, like sometimes they smell really good and you're like tight. And then other times like you'll be like, oh no, this is not, whatever our pheromones are not compatible. To me, when that happens, it smells like olive oil.
Oh, you don't like olive oil? Historically, I have liked the way that the people I've dated smell.
Before you kiss.
No, I'm talking about something else.
Okay.
Just in general. Like,
Okay.
as we've dated, I love the way they smell. And there was one person who I did not.
Yeah.
And I had to get over it.
Yeah. But I think
But-
that's a
but
red flag.
Maybe it was.
Because it shows that your like pheromones aren't compatible. Like I know that it's not going to be like good sex if they like smell like olive oil to me. It's true. If you have this, please leave it in the comments. Because it's
What do
so
I smell like to you?
like lotion.
Oh, that's nice. I've always wanted to have a strong signature scent, but I don't think that I do.
Well, you could buy one.
But I don't think that perfume really stays on me the way it stays on some people.
Oh, that's sad. Like lipstick.
Right. Nothing stays on
Nothing
me.
sticks. You're like Teflon. What was the original question? I love a hand on the small of the back.
Oh, interesting.
I used to do that to men specifically because I thought it was such a funny reversal where they like if we were sitting at the bar, I'd like put my hand on the small of their back and they before they could do it to me.
Oh, that's so weird.
And they'd be like, "Oh, okay." Like I love a little reversal.
Yeah, my only move is that sugar move.
Should I like go on a date?
Yeah. No, it's weird.
Yeah. Like how would I even do that?
I think that the biggest thing that's changed for me dating is that like I used to be that I felt like a first date had to be like, what is your stats? Like where are you from? What's your history? What's the like learning facts about somebody?
But now you don't do that.
Now I don't really do that.
I
It's
know
more
you
just
don't.
like, can we just talk about things? And then things will like kind of come up or not come up, and you know what I mean? But I don't feel like the need to like get all the info out right away.
Yeah. Like lately when I ask you, I'll be like, why are they single? Like, cause you would usually be like, oh, they just broke up with someone, blah, blah, blah. Now you're like, I don't know. I used to date a lot of comedians, so I kind of knew their status as soon as they got off stage.
Yeah.
Like they would talk about it. One guy was like talking endlessly about his divorce, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck that guy.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice. A lot of my moves are just like, I believe to be my maintenance.
Oh, go on.
that like
Do you ever do feel my arms? They're so smooth. Because that's a good one.
not right away, but I should. Yeah, so like making sure I'm very smooth and that like my nails are done and that I look nice and that my lips look soft and that I have like I smell good and like
Yeah.
So like that's like more like they don't know it's a move.
You're giving them a lot of femininity right
Yeah.
up top. Got it.
Yeah, like I'm really like the way that I look on a date. Like I put much more thought into that, and
Just-
I'll be like, I should not wear something long so that people can see my butt.
Got it. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's yes for sure. You know what's interesting is one time I thought I was like having a really bad day or something at my job, and when I was younger in New York, and I thought I looked disgusting. Like I hadn't had time to like I wasn't wearing makeup. I hadn't had time to like get my shit together. And like that day, this guy who worked based out of LA, who I had seen in conference calls and thought was cute, happened to be in the office.
Oh, no.
And I was like, fuck. And he like, they were like, oh, we're gonna have drinks with all the LA people. And I was like, I look disgusted. Like it was a bad outfit. Like everything
Yes,
was
yes.
working against me.
Yes.
And I was like, shit. And then I made it happen anyways. And that was a real confidence booster for
Oh,
me because I was
that's
like,
so
I made
great.
this happen on my worst day.
That's beautiful. That's really nice.
I know, I couldn't believe it.
Well, what's been fun is like my entire life I was like if I had big boobs I would show them off all the time. Mm-hmm. And now that I've gained weight, I have pretty big boobs.
And you do.
For me, and I show them off constantly.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't lying. And
But-
I want to be like, these are fresh.
Do you want to sit up, or is that what you're doing?
Do I look weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like an
potato.
angsty teenager. You're just like, why am I here?
I was comfortable, but okay.
I don't give a shit what you do, man.